हेलो एवरीबॉडी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल बाय माय रिएक्शन टुडे वंस अगेन। सो गाइज, आज मैं आ गई हूँ आप लोग के लिए एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो लेके। सबसे पहले तो मैं टाइटल बता दूँ आपको वीडियो का, और वीडियो का टाइटल है बांग्लादेश प्रोड्यूसेस 97% ऑफ द ड्रग्स इट यूजेस। सो गाइज, वीडियो का टाइटल सुन के तो मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा क्यूरियस हो गई हूँ जानने के लिए बांग्लादेश की फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्रीज़ के बारे में। और गाइस, मैं ये बता दूँ कि आज की जो ये वीडियो है वो बांग्लादेश व्यूअर्स के लिए डेडिकेटेड है। तो चलिए जल्दी से देखते हैं कि बांग्लादेश की जो फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्रीज़ हैं किस तरीके से ग्रो कर रही हैं। और मैं आपको ये बता दूं कि बांग्लादेश इज़ अ लीडिंग सप्लायर ऑफ जेनेरिक ड्रग्स। हम लोग डिजिटल बांग्लादेश देख ही चुके हैं, आज देखते हैं इस फील्ड में बांग्लादेश कितना डेवलपमेंट हो चुका है। सो लेट्स बिगिन द वीडियो।
Several months ago, Sonia Mahmood started suffering from stomach pains. Her doctor prescribed her some tablets. One packet costs just 83 cents and lasts 2 weeks.
After paying the rent, the gas bill and water bill, it's affordable. It's within my budget.
Sonia is among the majority of Bangladesh's 165 million people who only use medicines that have been manufactured inside the country. Over the past 20 years, generic drug production here has grown 30-fold. Bangladesh is allowed to copy drugs already on the market without having to pay costly fees to the patent holders. It's a concession given to the country by the World Trade Organization due to its least developed country status. Bangladesh now imports just 3% of the drugs it needs, far less than many other countries. Pakistan imports 30% of its medicines, Vietnam 60% and Singapore 80%. The industry has become one of the most advanced sectors in Bangladesh. As many as 600,000 tablets are produced in this factory every hour, using state-of-the-art equipment and highly trained staff. More than 500 types of medicine are now made in Bangladesh, including cancer drugs and insulin.
That's really
and prices
commendable.
are much lower than the originals. Sofosbuvir, originally made by Gilead Sciences, is a drug used to treat hepatitis C. Each tablet costs $1,000, but the Bangladeshi version, Hopetavir, costs just $5. And a single anti-cancer
Amazing.
tablet, erlotinib, originally manufactured by Roche, costs $60. The Bangladeshi version, Erlokent, is $3.50. And many more drugs are on their way.
We have almost 70% working in the research and development group. One for formulation and the analytical. So every year we have from Incepta, I would say more than 50 to 60 new product launching in local market.
The industry accounts for a modest 3% of all exports. Revenues last year amounted to $125 million. But foreign sales are growing at a rate of 24% per year, despite competition from India and China. And a number of countries, including the UK, US and Turkey, have formally recognised Bangladesh's rigorous testing process.
This is a popular anti-hypertension drug. It's been through the entire production process, but will be tested one last time before being exported to at least 15 countries, including the Maldives and Sri Lanka.
The government has imposed price caps on all medicines, so ordinary people can afford them. The plan now is to capture 10% of the global generic drug market within the next 7 years, a goal Bangladesh is well on the way to achieving. Shamim Chowdhury, TRT World, Dhaka, Bangladesh.
And Shamim's here in the studio with us again. Hello there, Shamim. So Bangladesh has done well in the generic drugs industry because it's been exempt from having to pay patents to the people that produced, that invented them. But a lot of other countries also have the same exemptions. What's Bangladesh doing that some of these other countries are not doing right?
But there are other factors that come into play as far as Bangladesh is concerned. One is that there's a ban on the import of any foreign drugs, and that is to cut down competition for local producers. So even if you wanted to, you couldn't buy the brand names in Bangladesh. That's one thing. Secondly, there's a very large pool of potential workers who can help produce medicines. And unlike the case of the garments industry, it's not low-skilled workers. These are chemists, pharmacists, biotechnology graduates. So you have a very strong professional pool base from which you can, have working inside these pharmacies to help produce these drugs. And finally, it's a massive market. We're looking at more than 160 million people who all need medicine. So when you have market demand, you are going to get a supply. So it's numbers. A number of factors have gone into, the position Bangladesh is in now as far as its pharmaceutical industry is concerned.
Those concessions run out in 2033, though. What happens after that?
This is something I put to some of the scientists at some of the pharmacy companies that we went to. They're not too concerned because the export rate is growing by about 24% every single year. At the moment, it brings in about 3% of the overall revenues, but they expect that to grow much higher. But at the same time, Bangladesh is also producing its own original drugs. There's a lot of research and development going on in as far as the industry is concerned, and they're hoping that they may well be able to patent their own drugs in 15 years' time. The general feeling seems to be that it's quite some time away. It's a booming industry. Let's keep doing what we're doing, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. Shamim, I mean, one of the interesting things in your report that you pointed out there was that.
So guys, I will say that this is extremely commendable that Bangladesh की जो pharmaceutical industry इतनी ज़बरदस्त तरीके से grow कर रही है और लोगों को बहुत ही कम बजट के अंदर जो लोग अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते उनको प्रोवाइड कर रही है टैबलेट्स और जो कि दूसरी कंट्रीज़ में जो बनती है काफ़ी एक्सपेंसिव होती है और जो बांग्लादेश बना रहा है वो कम रेट पे बना रहा है ताकि हर जितना जो भी इंसान गरीब से गरीब इंसान अफोर्ड कर सके और अपना इलाज कर सके वो अपने आप को भी क्योर कर सके क्योंकि जो कह सकते हैं जो ड्रग्स होते हैं जो मेडिसिन होती है वो इतनी कॉस्टली होती है हर कंट्री में ऐसा होता है बहुत ज़्यादा कॉस्टली होती है कुछ तो आई थिंक ऐसे अफोर्डेबल रेंज में मेडिसिन को डेवलप करना बनाना it is really a commendable job and I should say hats off to the scientists who are doing this. Let me also tell you that Bangladesh pharmaceutical industry is producing 97% of the drugs which are able to meet its domestic needs also. It also sells to more than 140 countries. So I will say Bangladesh का जो pharmaceutical industry जो है वो धीरे-धीरे grow करता जा रहा है और वो ऐसी मेडिसिन बना रहा है जो कि अफोर्डेबल हो हर स्टैंडर्ड के लोगों के लिए. सो गाइज आई विल से ऐसा हर कंट्री को करना चाहिए. हर कंट्री को ऐसी मेडिसिन ड्रग्स बनानी चाहिए जो कि उनके हर सिटीजन के लिए अफोर्डेबल हो. हर इंसान अपना इलाज कर सके अपने बजट के हिसाब से. ऐसा ना हो कि इंसान ये सोचे कि अब तो मैं अफोर्ड ही नहीं कर पाऊंगा ये मेडिसिन मेरा इलाज ही नहीं हो पाएगा. सो दैट इज रियली सैड. एंड गाइस लेट मी ऑल टेल यू बांग्लादेश हैज अ टफ कंपटीशन विद इंडिया एंड चाइना टू इन दिस फील्ड. लेट मी ऑल टेल यू इंडियाज pharmaceutical industry is also growing day by day and China's too. So guys, let's wish Bangladesh all the best for its future upcoming projects. And guys, let me all tell you that they are producing generic drugs और जो generic drugs होते हैं वो western conventional drugs से बहुत ज़्यादा safe होते हैं और effective होते हैं. तो मैं guys ये बोलूँगी कि बांग्लादेश बहुत ही अच्छा काम कर रहा है और हम सबको appreciate करना चाहिए. वीडियो देखिए बांग्लादेश को तो आपको वीडियो का लिंक मिल जाएगा डिस्क्रिप्शन में और ओरिजिनल क्रिएटर को ज़रूर सपोर्ट करिएगा. सो गाइस दैट्स अबाउट इट फॉर टुडे. अब मिलती हूँ आपसे अगली बार एक नए रिएक्शन के साथ. तब तक के लिए अपना ढेर सारा ख्याल रखिए, पॉजिटिव रहिए, लाइफ को एंजॉय करिए, हैप्पी रहिए और मेरा चैनल देखते रहिए. दैट्स अबाउट इट. टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्व्स. बाय बाय.